Welcome to the Making the Internet Work for Your Small Business training series. This series is brought to you by Riverbank Consulting and their Webs for Small Business services. It's designed to help home and small business owners grow or start an online business. You can learn more about Riverbank Consulting and how it can help your online business at websforsmb.com. That's WEBS, the number 4, SMB.com. This is episode 1, Building Your First WordPress Blog. This episode takes you through setting up a WordPress blog and publishing your first post. Welcome to episode 1. I'm your host, Aubrey Jones. Today we're going to introduce you to the WordPress blogging system. WordPress is a free service that provides one of the quickest ways for new bloggers to get started. We're going to cover the basics you need to open a new account, set up your first blog, select a theme, customize the theme, and publish your first blog post. So let's get started. First, we need to navigate to www.wordpress.com. On the screen we see the option to sign up now. If you already have an account, you've probably passed this training, so let's go with sign up now. The first thing we're going to do on this screen is to select the username. The username can be different than your blog name. I recommend that you keep it similar. So in this case we're going to use a username Training Series. We have to select a password. Remember to select a password that's strong. It is indicated down below. This will keep hackers out. And select an email address. We've set up one for this training. You also have the option to view the terms of service, a lot of legalese. Once you've done that, select that you agree. And you have the option to give me a blog or just a username. For this training, we're going to give me a blog. That's the shortest way to get started. And then select next. The next thing we are allowed to do is to pick our blog domain name. Again, this is going to be the name that you give folks you want to show your blog. In our case, trainingseries.wordpress.com works, but you may want to try something different. Select a blog title. Use my username. We're going to change that to make it a little more user-friendly to Training Series Weblog. We're going to select English as our language, and we do want absolutely for our blog to appear in search engines like Google and Technorati. That's the whole point. Next, click Sign Up. So great. Your account is now active. You have a WordPress blog account. You have the option to write a post to get started, change your template, or visit the home page. We're going to go to the home page so we can sort of show you the lay of the land. We're now on the admin screen, which is where you manage your blog. Getting around your WordPress blog is as easy as selecting the menu items at the top of each page. Notice Dashboard, Write, Manage, and so on. In this course we're going to just look at a few of these. Currently we're on the Dashboard page. Notice when the dashboard is selected, you have the option to select items from a second menu like Blog Stats and Blog Surfer. Each menu at the top has a submenu that has more specific information that you can select if you go to those. On the dashboard, you can find out really what's happening in your blog. An area like Your Stuff shows you recent posts, like the Hello sample, and any comments or edits that you've done recently. One of the best features of WordPress is the Blog Stats, and we'll click on the submenu here. Blog Stats is a built-in functionality that allows you to see visitors to your website. It's done by days, weeks, or months. Obviously, we have none at this point. But it shows you things like refers, so what pages do people come from, search engine terms, how did they find you on Google, Yahoo, MSN, top post, what are people looking at when they visit your blog, and clicks, what links on your page were clicked by others. That's a great way to tell how people are using your page. And then also you have an overall summary with your blog stats. Obviously my goal is to have my best day ever to always be today. So let's go back now to the dashboard and let's begin to customize our website. Let's start out by changing how your blog looks. From the top menu, select Presentation. From this screen you can change the look and feel of your blog. One way to do this is to make changes to your current theme. Depending on the template you've selected, you may be able to change some aspects of your blog. In the default WordPress theme, you have the option of changing the widgets and the header information. The header is the area that displays at the top of your blog. Let's start with the widgets. If you'll recall, there were widgets like the search box and the blog roll on our default homepage. Those make up the default sidebar. You have the option, however, of replacing the default widgets with any of the available widgets. Just scroll down the page to see the list. The widgets available in WordPress allow you to add pictures, songs, videos, and much more to your sidebar. Let's start out and create a custom sidebar. To do this, simply click on the widget you want from the bottom and drag it to the sidebar. Let's try links, click and drag. Let's try archives, click and drag and drop. And let's try to add your blog stats. When you go back up, you see you've actually now created a custom sidebar with the items shown in this order, and we save our changes. You see now that the sidebar has been updated, and we could view the site if we want to. Next thing we want to change is our header. Click on the custom image header to do this. From this screen, we can make decisions like whether or not to show a tagline. You can hide or display it. You can even change the color. To change the text of the tagline, go to the options screen that we'll see later. Also on this page, you have the choice to replace the color box with a custom image. For this template, the image should be 760 by 200 pixels in size to fit correctly. If you have a custom graphic ready, you can browse your computer to find it and then upload it here. Now let's look at the header colors. Click Header Colors from the menu item above. This screen allows you to make changes to the header box itself. You can change the blog title, you can change the background colors, you can even create custom colors. And when you're done, click Save, and your options have been saved. Now that we've made a couple of changes, let's view our site to see the changes that we've made and how they look. At the top of the page, near the blog title, click View Site. Notice now that our sidebar has changed and includes only the custom items that we included, like the links, the archives, and the blog stats, and also that our header color now shows the custom colors that we selected. Now we want to create our first post. From this screen, simply click New Post at the top. This takes you to the Write area, which you'll recall was in the top menu item. From here you can write new posts or even add new pages like an About Me page to your blog. Let's create a title for our first post. And then we want to add some text to the body. You can also add tags which help identify what the topic is about. So we'll use WordPress and maybe training. You can also add categories that further help you categorize the page and tell others what it's about. Also on this screen you can add images, videos, slideshows, and you can make a lot of decisions about how your post will display when it's published. Once you're done and you're happy with everything on this page, hit Publish to put your post on the web. Now that we've written our first post, let's view it to see how it looks. To do that, click View Site at the top of the screen. Congratulations, you've now completed your first blog post using WordPress right here. Also notice that the old Hello World post is still there below the new post. We said earlier that we were going to delete that post. Let's do that now. To do that, let's go back to the dashboard. On this screen you can select My Dashboard from the top menu. Once you get back to the menu, select Manage from the menu items. From this screen you'll notice that there's a list of all the posts that you have, and you have the option to view, edit, or delete each post. In this case we want to delete the Hello World post. Click Delete, confirm that you do want to delete it, and hit OK. If you go back now and view the site, you'll see the post is gone. Well, that about wraps up this episode. We've set up a new account, we've changed our template, and we've even created our first post. To finish up, let's quickly look at a couple other WordPress features that you'll need to know about. Click on Dashboard from this screen to return to the administration area. We've already looked at Write, Manage, and Presentation. The Comments section allows you to manage the comments that others have posted to your blog if you allow that. BlogRoll allows you to add links to your blog in the sidebar. This might be links to other blogs or websites that would interest your visitors. Simply click the Add Link menu item to do this. Lastly, select Options. Among other things, in the Options area, you can change items like the blog title and the tagline. Also, in the discussion area, you can decide here if you want to allow people to post comments to your blog, and if you do, it gives you the option to review those first. Thanks for joining us today. Hopefully you've learned enough to get started with your own WordPress blog. Take the time to explore the great features available in WordPress, and soon you'll be a blogging pro. For Riverbank Consulting and the Webs for Small Business Training Series, I'm Aubrey Jones. Go make the internet work for your small business.